What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video. And today, it is time that we discuss the 2024 presidential election. Because, folks, we have another major candidate that is running for 2024. But guess what? It's not on the Republican side. No. That's right, everybody. We actually have a major candidate on the Democrat side. Yes, we had Williamson, but this one, I think, is turning some more heads. Yep, another Kennedy has just announced, or he is going to announce his candidacy for president of the United States in Boston. It could be before this video releases. I don't know what time he's doing the announcement. I don't know, but either way, he will be announcing officially that he will be running for president of the United States. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below. Guys, go follow Real American Politics on Twitter, please. Of course, we got to get those follower numbers up big time because Twitter censored the account years ago, and well, we're still trying to recover from that. Also, go follow the Rumble page down below because exclusive content is on the way on the channel. And of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $3 a month, you could join Real American, which is a phenomenal deal as it helps support the daily content we all know and love. You love the daily content? Well, this is the best way to support it. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. And I think I accidentally played a video in the background. So if you heard that for a millisecond, oops. So, yeah, I accidentally had a video play in the background. That is not my intention. But either way, enough of the promotion stuff. Let's get into it. So, RFK Jr. will be launching his 2024 presidential bid. Yep, it is happening. Now, of course, CNN is wording it like this. I'm not going to say it because YouTube, but he does have some controversial opinions. But outside of that, he's most well known for, well, the last name. He is a Kennedy. He is the son, of course, of Robert Kennedy. What a surprise. His name is Robert Kennedy Jr. I wonder who he's the son of. Either way, he is part of the Kennedy family. Now, here's the thing, though, about RFK running. I don't know how to feel about this. I really do not know how to feel because here's a problem that Kennedy has. Well, his family. His family doesn't really like him from everything we know. Now, right here, one hurdle likely facing Kennedy as he attempts to win over Democrat voters is his family. Some Kennedy families have denounced his views on a certain shot. He also has clashed with his mother and siblings over his support of the release of Sirhan, the man who shot and killed his father, which I still don't know why he said that. That was a couple years ago, I think, but it's like, dude, I don't know the context of it, but it doesn't sound good to say, oh, the person that killed my father should be, released. But either way, he is, running for president. And this is one where he's either going to get a large chunk of the vote and seriously screw Biden over, or he's going to get diddly squat. Now, we have a couple polls, and so far, in basically every poll, Kennedy has been pulling in the double digits. 14, 15% of the vote. Now, is this just because of his last name? Maybe. But you scroll down a little bit, and it's those that do not like the job Biden's doing in the White House and believe he is too liberal. That is who Kennedy's base is within the Democrat Party. It's those that just don't like Biden. So you look into it, and Kennedy could take away a chunk of the vote in the Democratic primary. Now, the one thing that I think a lot of people are missing about this are Trump Democrats. Those that still vote, Democrat primaries, and they probably vote Democrat down ballot. What about them? I could 100% see a lot of these Trump Democrats, in Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, etc. There's a lot of them that I think would vote for somebody like Kennedy because, while one is last name, I mean, guys, say what you will about, the Kennedy family. Their last name still has a lot of power. Yes, they're not undefeated anymore because Kennedy got slapped against Malarkey in Massachusetts. But either way, it doesn't matter. You still got the last name, which that alone does turn some heads towards his candidacy. And I think there are a lot of Trump Democrats that would vote for somebody like Kennedy for his stance on something like the shot. But he isn't the most moderate guy in the world. I mean, he is pro-choice and he is an environmental lawyer that says enough, I think. But either way, he does have a base within the Democratic Party. This is only including those that voted for Biden in 2020. If there's a bunch of Trump Democrats that, flip to the Democrat primary, I think they would vote for somebody like Robert Kennedy. Now, here's the thing. Where does he stand on the issues, and what is he going to run on in 2024? Because this is the part that could either make or break his campaign. So we're going to read over this. And I actually don't know. I haven't really read into it. What is he running on? Because if he runs on being an environmental lawyer, runs on, the vaccine, he's not going to win. He has zero chance of winning if that's what he's running on. But there are stances that I do know of, freedom of speech, being, just overall for freedom, that is popular even within the Democrat Party. So it depends what he runs on. So, honest government. A democratic government is supposed to be of, by, and for the people. But government institutions have betrayed our trust. The intelligence agencies spy on our own people. Government and tech platforms conspire to surveil and censor the public. And regulatory agencies have been captured by those that are supposed to regulate. They are supposed to regulate. Wall Street controls the SEC. Polluters dominate the EPA and BLM. Pharma controls the CDC, NIH, and FDA. Big agriculture controls the USDA, and big tech has captured the FTC. No wonder trust in the government is at all-time low. It's time to earn that back. So this is the stuff I'm talking about. If he runs on this stuff, he does have a shot. Because there still are a chunk of Democrats that they still want, hey, there's no reason that the government should be ran by, the Wall Street and polluters. There still are a lot of Democrats that believe this isn't right, what's happening with our government. So Kennedy it seems like he's going to focus on that. Reconciliation. Now, heal the divide. Okay, this is another one where I think this could work. America's more polarized and divided now than any time in living memory. Both sides seem to agree with that the basic problem is the horrible people on the other side. Both sides are wrong. The basic problem is the division itself. Yes, caveman think. You blue, you bad. That is what politics in America has essentially become, and I agree with this, that, a divided public lacks the strength to resist exploitation or to overcome the interior of the status quo. The classic American can-do spirit exhausts itself in endless battle. So let's heal the divide. I agree with that. I do agree with that stance, that we have a serious partisan problem. You could say what you want. I want, partisan hacks, yes. But at some point, you still need to stop the polarization. I mean, come on. It's getting to a point where, you're either a fascist if you're a Republican, or you're a socialist if you're a Democrat. That's ridiculous. It's getting absurd, and, I'm not saying that's true, but both sides just call each other, fascists, socialists, Nazis, whatever. But either way, it's one thing to have some partisan hacks in the party that, vote no matter what one way. But it's another where it's it's becoming every single person in the Democrat Party. There's still a chunk of Republicans that try I'm going to be 50-50. No. It still is a problem on both sides that you have a serious polarization problem that does need to be fixed. And you have to. You can't have a country like America and survive with this constant, you're red, you're bad, you're blue, you're a socialist. It's stupid. And the environment. Now, this is the part that I think if somehow, by any miracle, RFK made it to the presidential election. He somehow won the primary. This is the part that could hurt him. And stuff like abortion. But I think here, it depends how he does with the environment. If he goes full on climate change, that can kill him. But let's see. RFK was instrumental in transforming the Hudson from a dead river to one of America's cleanest today. He did it by uniting liberal environmentalists with conservative rod and guns folks who shared a desire for a clean, healthy environment. As president, he will bring the same commitment and coalition building to address the most pressing environmental problems in America and beyond. Okay, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. Don't go full gun-ho and say, climate change. Like, dude, we've heard this 5 million times, but he's focusing on what people want, an actual clean environment. Do you really think these voters, they want to pollute the Ohio River? They want to, they want oil in the rivers. They want, things on fire. No, they want a clean environment. They don't want this climate change cult where if you do not get rid of your car in 5 milliseconds, the earth will explode. That's what people hate. But 90% of people say, yeah, we need to clean up the environment, make sure the rivers are clean because, well, we live on this earth and we got to make sure we treat it good. And there's a couple big corporations that treat it like dog shit. So if he's going this route of, we got to clean the rivers, we got to do that, that's popular. The climate change stuff, not so much. I don't care what the polls say. Nobody wants to get rid of their truck they have for some climate change that happens and that, goes up 1 degree in 5,000 years. They don't want that crap. They really don't. They just want to clean the environment like this. So that's pretty good. Revitalization. So I'm guessing this is with the time has to come to reverse America's economic decline, decades in making. Our country faces a widening wealth gap, the most unequal since the 20s. Rampant debt, decaying infrastructure, and a hollowed-out industrial base. Okay, this is the one thing Democrats, I think, if they went back on this, focus on the industrial base, focus on the wealth gap, like actual wealth issues, this could knock out the Republican Party because they still refuse to address these issues. And the Democrats used to have this advantage, and they wasted it. Do you ever hear them talking about the blue-collar voter in rural Wisconsin? You don't. Every night, tens of millions of American children go to bed hungry. Millions of Americans must choose between food and medicine. Millions more are living on the edge, just a single car repair away from disaster. And these problems are even worse for Black, Native, and other minority populations. Okay. You can say what you want. It is true that disproportionately it hurts certain minority populations. Now, my fear when he says stuff like this is he going to go full on reparation? I don't think he will, but, this is the part that worries me about somebody like Kennedy. He can go off the rails on one of these issues and his entire thing falls apart. Excuse me, I bumped the mic. But either way, I do like the fact that he is focusing on the hollowed-out industrial base, focus on the fact too many children are going hungry. There's no reason for it, especially when they go to school. There should be free lunches and free breakfasts, even free supper at schools. There's no reason there isn't. I mean, I know more schools are starting to do it, but come on. Government assistance to the nation's most vulnerable is a high priority. But even more important is reverse the policies that have led to such poverty in the first place. We will rebuild the industrial infrastructure ruined by 40 years of offshoring and misguided free trade schemes. There. You want to take out the Republican Party in 5 milliseconds? This is how. Because like it or not, outside of Trump, no Republican talks about the industrial base, the infrastructure, free trade. Nobody talks about it. Yes, some say we need to, put Americans first. But they never mention what do they mean by that. We will enact policies that favor small and medium businesses, which are nation's real job creators and dynamos of American enterprise. We will support labor and reclaim its fair share of American prosperity. We'll break up too big to fail banks, monopolies, and when crisis strikes, bail out the homeowners, debtors, and small business owners instead. Now, this is the stuff that does worry me about Kennedy, because, what does he mean by the labor part? I understand that there's a bunch of workers they've gotten shafted the past couple of years, but if he's talking about, full on, labor unions need more power, I don't agree with that. But I think he means more so, people are losing their jobs left and right. There's no reason for it, yada, yada. But I do like the last part that, hey, we can't bail out and we have to break up banks and monopolies that are too big to fail. And instead of giving them money, like we did in 2008, help out the homeowners that got screwed over. Help out the small business owners. This is the part that the Democrats have just abandoned. Like, they don't talk about small business owners at all, or medium. This is the problem with the Democrat Party, and this is another reason why the Republican Party is still somewhat relevant. Like it or not, they do stand with business owners. Small, medium, large, whatever. They at least stand with them. Democrats, they really don't. I don't know the last Democrat that did stand up for small business. So, I'm not going to finish the rest of these because peace, I can guarantee you, it's, it's about foreign policy. We could probably guess what he means by that. Civil liberties. Okay. Yep, okay, I'm not going to read this for obvious reasons. I can already tell where this is going. But either way, folks, that's kind of, in a nutshell, the Kennedy 2024, I guess you could say platform, whatever. Kind of a quick review. I didn't expect to do all of that, but, it is nice to look at what is Kennedy seemingly focusing on. And I do like it. There's a lot of good stuff, especially the economic stuff. If he focuses on that, somehow wins a nomination, whoever the Republican nominee is, they're going to get crushed. Because nobody's talking about, again, Trump is the only one that kind of talks about offshore jobs, infrastructure, yada, yada. But it's not as much as Kennedy seems to be talking about it. Now, the fear for Kennedy is, does he go off the rails with environmental stuff to appease the more liberal base? That could kill him. But if he somehow finds a happy medium, he could make a significant push for the nomination. Not he's going to win the nomination, but who knows? Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.